So I want to find the reference angle of each angle. So negative 60 degrees is in this quadrant, and it's here. And so negative 60 degrees, well, it's just 60 degrees. That's pretty easy. 19 pi over 6 is a little bit harder. It's a pi over 6, but I have to see how much it is. So what I know is that 2 pi is 1 revolution, which in pi over 6 is equivalent to 12 pi over 6. So if I take 19 minus 12, I get 7. So it turns out it's 7 pi, reference is 7 pi over 6. So I went around once, that was 12 pi over 6. I went around here, all the way to here is 7 pi over 6. So it turns out that my reference angle is pi over 6. But I know no matter what, since the pi over something over 6, that my reference angle is going to be pi over 6. I'm just not sure what quadrant it's in. Now I want to use the reference angle to find the exact value. Well, I have cosine of 210. Well, let's see, 210 is in this quadrant, so I need to do 210 minus 180, which gives me 30. So I need to know what the cosine of 30 degrees is, and that is a radical 3 over 2, but it's in that quadrant, so the cosine of 210 is negative radical 3 over 2. Okay, tangent of 8 pi over 3. Well, so I need to look and see where 8 pi over 3 is. Well, once around is 6 pi. Okay. 7 pi, pi over 3, 8 pi over 3, so it's over here. So I have a pi over 3 here. It's going to be negative. And the tangent of pi over 3 is radical 3. And so if I want to know what it is in that quadrant, tangent of 8 pi over 3 is negative radical 3. Okay, the last example is secant of 11 pi over 4. Well, I know that the reference angle is a pi over 4. I have to figure out what quadrant to see if it's positive or negative. So once around is 8 pi over 4. I have 9, 10, 11, so it's going all the way to here. So here's my reference angle. Secant is 1 over cosine, so it's negative in this quadrant. So the secant of pi over 4 is radical 2, so the secant of 11 pi over 4 is negative radical 2. And that's how you use reference angles to find your values.